Are you really thinking about a $1 million XRP portfolio? If so, you need to understand what time frame you are looking at, what price levels you are eyeing at, and how much XRP should you be owning to reach that $1 million goal at different price levels. So let's actually look at the charts and understand what we are expecting in terms of time, and then how much XRP you should be owning, right? So as a matter of fact, if you are looking for just $1 million in XRP, you now need to understand what wave structure you're going to be looking at, right? Here, as you can just see, if you really need to reach that $1 million goal for XRP portfolio, you're looking at different stuff. Now, it's just basic math. You're not kind of having hard issues here. It's just what you're eyeing at. Say at $20, which we anticipate by the top of wave 2 or somewhere close, give or take 10-15% it should be there. It can be 22, 24, 18, we don't know, but this is an idea which we can generally say. If you have 50,000 units of XRP and you're averaging up around 18 to 2022, you're gonna reach somewhere close to $1 million. Now keep this in mind, as you go higher, if you have higher than 50,000, say if you have 60,000 and you're eyeing for wave 2, then if you average up way early, it won't hurt you. You will still be able to reach your $1 million goal. Now say you have more than that, 75,000, 100,000, you're going to reach earlier. Now next one, say you have more time but you have less number of XRP in units, say 20,000 units. You needed to reach $50 to reach $1 million. That's simple basic math. Now the question is, when will you possibly reach these levels? For here, we would be looking at wave 2. Fine, that's great. It's not that too long. But here, it's in wave 3. Now, wave 3 extension can reach up to $100 XRP. But at that time, you only need 10,000 units of XRP. Now for some that would be a big amount, for some that's teeny tiny bit. It depends on your personal portfolio when you started to accumulate. Say those who've been here from a long time, say 3-4 years, who are accumulating, for them this would be a teeny tiny bit, and even this level would be kind of too small for them. But those who came in this year and they started investing in this asset class first time, this is a big amount of XRP. Fine. Now if you happen to have 100,000 units of XRP, now you only need $10 per XRP to reach $1 million. Now if you have 500,000, you only need like $2, right? That's basic math. But think in a proper manner. The cognitive ability tells you easily that if you really own 500,000 units of XRP, you're not looking for $2 XRP. You're not looking for $10 XRP. You're looking for 15 to 20 at least to maximize it towards not $1 million, but 10 million, right? So here, the basic idea is, if you have 50,000 units of XRP, you're eyeing at the top of wave 2. So what's the time taken? We'll go through the charts and discuss through that, don't worry. Then if you are having 20,000 units of XRP, you're waiting for $50 and higher as you go down. So what would be the anticipated time taken for that? Let's dive into the chart and discuss through that. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. So the question for how long you should wait is really hard to answer, but you can get an idea of how much XRP you have. You know that now what price level you are looking at, it's clear. After that, you are looking like, say, if you have 100,000 units of XRP, you are eyeing for just $10 mark. So based on the chart, you can just look at this top to the next top, from there to the next top, from there to the next top. It's kind of giving you a little bit of increase in time. Say first 196, next one 114, then 141. So you can put the math and you're like 160, 165, that range. So that would take you somewhere around 20th September, 25th September, in that range. Now, give or take a little bit of change here and there, but you're still going to reach that level. So if you have 100,000 units of XRP or more, you're going to hit $1 million so soon. Now, If you are not having that, then you are looking for a little bit maximizing your portfolio towards the top of wave 2, where it can be even up to, this is August, so September, October, November, December, or even Jan. So that's like 5 months. And if you have that 50,000 units or above, close to that, you're looking for $18 to $20 per XRP to reach that goal, right? In that case, you're looking for next 5 months, and that's kind of give or take target. Then if you are having this, now you need to move out onto a long-term chart, where the charts show you like, okay, we have the potential, we have the possibility that we may reach 3-digit XRP, which is $100 or close to that. Then even those who have 10,000 units of XRP is going to be a millionaire. But the question here would be, will the dollars be worth same as today? I doubt, because looking at the rate of inflation which we see, even if you have $1 million, it can be just worth $500,000. With the rate of inflation going through, the value of dollar is going to be depreciated. So now if you have 10,000 right now and you are looking to maximize your gains, what you can really look at is how to increase your XRP bag, right? You have option, you can either trade, which will be a little bit of a risky area, but you can take some profit here if you're not breaking higher. Then if it goes down, you can buy back. That's one of an easy approach. Then another one is just produce value. If you have extra time, you're sleeping like 8 to 10 hours, find 2-3 hours, do something. Use Fiverr, use Upwork, any type of freelancing platform where you can easily deliver value to others, or do something what you're best at. If you're a musician, you can use that. If you draw, you can use that. Whatever, to create value for others and generate value for yourself, and then reinvest those. If you think your XRP portfolio is too low, but if you think you have enough and your average is way lower, 0.2, 0.3 range, and you really don't want to buy more now, even if the price is going sky high, you don't literally want to push it up. Because say for example, your average is 0.2 and the price is near $1, you don't want to push your average up. Rather, you would be looking at alternative asset class, which will be impacted with the revised interest rates from the central banks, commodities and other stuffs. But here, based on these, you are so clear that if you have 20,000 units of XRP, you need $50. If you have 50,000 units of XRP, you're going to reach there more or less in wave 2 top. So given that perspective, you now need to understand what we are looking at. Short-term fluctuations will always kick your emotions. So don't just jump on it and say, I'm tired of this. Because short-term emotions are there, and it should be there. Otherwise, there's no difference between traders, new guys, and the experts, right? So here, this is XRP USD on a 12-hour chart. So it's kind of a zoomed in view where you see that the RSI broke higher. Now it is coming back down to retest that broken level. Fine. So look at the price. It's also doing the same. So we should anticipate a bounce at 0.77, 0.76 towards the upside. And if we break the recent high, we're going to go test this moving average on a 12-hour. Now, if you are a daily guy who look at the daily chart, this is what you're looking at. The price was just about the moving average on the daily. That's 50-day moving average. Now you slowly came back down. You're still flirting with that range. So if you're able to bounce from here, maybe in a couple of days, then your next level is this one. So that's just about $1. Then near to $1.8. So these are the next levels you're watching on a daily chart. So now you step back on a 3-day chart. What are you really looking at? If you are a trader with at least 3 to 5 months, or an investor for next 1 year, 1.5 years, because being an investor for next 3 years or 5 years doesn't make much sense, because you're going to be in a bear market. The price is going to be 50-60% down. You don't want to take profit when the market is 60% down. You want to take the profit when the market is at all-time highs or close to that. Even if you miss the top, you still make a good chunk of profit, right? So being an investor, that's what you should be looking at. Now, look at this. The trend is so clear. The RSI is trending up. You're going to make a ton of money if you're just holding. Now, if you have that nerves of steel, it's going to be really easy looking through it. If you remember back in 2020 March, a lot of people were saying, nah, we are going to go down. Other assets are moving up. We are not going to join this bull market, blah, blah, blah. And look where we are now. We actually went to point 2 and corrected back above the moving average, and we are bouncing from the moving average. So from here, in this crash, then the SEC crash, and the recent drop after wave 1, you look at all of our videos a week back or during that, you will see the right perspective. Why? We do it based on science. We do it through the charts. We use the previous price fluctuation, the historical price fluctuation, and try to keep out our opinion. Yeah, sometimes opinions does jump in, but the chart showing you a higher high, higher low, and again a higher high with a higher low shows you that we are trending higher, and that's on a monthly. The importance of that is so huge. So completing wave 1 with this trending up signal is super bullish for wave 2. So if that wave 2 is going above that $20 mark towards 24, 28, even less unit than 50,000 units of XRP is going to make you a millionaire. Now, if you are one among them who says, who cares about $1 million? I'm eyeing for 10, I'm eyeing for 50 or 100, then yeah, you can stack as much more XRP as you want, but you don't have to put more money in. Now, that's the magic part of it. If you rotate out of right assets at right time, you can do that easily. You can just look at different asset, not Bitcoin. This is just showing you the trend of Bitcoin, so how the market emotion moves. So Bitcoin is now trending up after a bounce, which we can anticipate to continue further, and we may go until 60, 65, and by that time, as you just saw recently, Bitcoin moved like 3.5-4%, and also moved like 8 to 10%, right? That's great. So if Bitcoin is going towards 65, that move should be pushing most of the alts way higher than that ROI, meaning in that impulse, Bitcoin may reach 65 and then correct down to 50, but also going to give you a ton of profit, in which you are looking at XRP towards $6 to $8 or $9. Now, as we told, if you have 100,000 units, 200,000 units or higher, you are $1 million guy at that time with your portfolio. But chances are you are $1 million guy right now if you have 100,000 units of XRP and you bought back so early, right? You've been accumulating through a lot of different assets, and XRP is one among them with a big chunk in your portfolio, but you're already hitting $1 million. Now, looking at Bitcoin giving you the signal, yeah, it may top out at 100,000. So that makes a confusion. Okay, people are saying $1 million Bitcoin, $500,000 Bitcoin, $300,000 Bitcoin. What's that all about? If you look at the market, you know that we bottomed this cycle just above the moving average around $3,000. Now we are about $40,000. That's a huge ROI for an asset with such a limited use case and a high price. Buy low, sell high. So if that's the case, you did your wave 1, corrected, you did your wave 2, corrected. Now it's wave 3, which is the final blow off the top. So in that wave 3, you will still have 3 micro wave, right? In that macro, you're going to get 3 micro. So 1, you're going to see that 65 drop, then 80, 85 drop, and then 100, 110 max. We don't know where it's going to go, but you can anticipate like that. So meantime, when it actually does that, you are going to get wave 2 completed for alts. That's going to be a huge call. And as it plays out, if you are in the market, you're going to make money with these, say weekly of Bitcoin. Shows you it's pumping higher from the moving average. So we are trending high. It's not a big deal. We're going to reach there. Then Bitcoin on a daily. Again, we are at a resistance. We are slowing down, but we can look at a range here and then to the all-time high. So these are something which you really need to keep an eye on, because when Bitcoin's showing you it's at a resistance, altcoin market looks like this. It's bouncing from the moving average zone, and that's strong. Just that you need to move about this high. If you don't, you're going to consolidate. That's my worry about a long-term scenario, because if you go into the real-time charts, what you're going to see there on a weekly, monthly, long-term chart is that you may have a little bit of trouble if you don't get this right. Meaning after the wave 1 you consolidated long enough last time that it did hurt a lot of guys who were trying to time the market. So if you were one among them trying to time the market back then, it really hurt. Because if you don't have time in your hand and you're trying to time the market, it's going to be hard. But if you have time and then you're trying to position well, that's going to be fine. So here, after the all-time high, as we talked earlier, we talked this many times, and we are right now going through that. We talked about this from March, and we didn't know we were in one of consolidation, but right now we are in there, right? So if you look at this, you have already done like 120 days, but the probability is there. You can do this for 350 days. Now, yes, you can argue that now, even I also consider there is a 50% probability for this as a chance, but still you have 50% more time like this, right? So given that, in this duration, alts are gonna move higher, not all the alts. That's a huge stuff to understand, because if you are in assets which did so high last time, you definitely need to look at assets which haven't done much, but they are looking so ready for the next wave, because they're gonna go higher in this stuff, right? You don't want to miss that. Now that's why we actually go through these, we actually discuss through this to give you the right perspective, right? These charts and updates for a lot of different assets you get in the Patreon. You can look at the link and it's given in the description below. Now guys, if you really received value for your time, please do hit that like and subscribe button. That supports the channel a lot. Now, it's not over yet. We do have to take you through this. Now, if you're jumping back in and you're looking at this, okay, I understand that, but what does it really mean for me in next 3 months, in next 5 months? You're gonna bounce, we agree on that one, but we need to break higher than this to ensure that the consolidation is over. If not, we're gonna come back down and retest this. We went up, we came down, now we are going up. So if you go look at asset like Zap, you're gonna see a chart similar to this, where you went up, you came down, but you went up, retested it and got rejected, came back down. So if that's the case, you really need to understand which assets you're in. If not, you're gonna be having hard time. Now look at XRP BTC, and if you add in a couple of indicators, now in price action wise, if you don't understand this, it would be really hard to look at it. But if you put in just a couple of indicators like say MACD and put it on a 3-day chart or a weekly if you want, look at this. It's actually primed to go higher. This is not like I'm making something up. Look at the MACD, it's about to cross to the upside. Last time it crossed, after a little bit of time it pumped. Now it's maintaining that support. It didn't actually go back to this level, right? It literally went high. Now if you are looking at this is the support level on which we are, the support range or the region where we are right now. So if you look at this, we're going to bounce from here, which creates a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So that's like a rhyming song, but it's going to give you profits. That's all which matters at the end of the day. Now this is against XRP BTC. Why am I showing you this? Because as we discussed, BTC is going to do this, but at the same time XRP is going to do this. So that is a huge ROI difference. So if you are in the right coins, you're going to get through this wave with a ton of profit. So if you want guidance, if you want charts for different assets to understand whether you should jump out from one or at least reduce exposure in one and increase in the other one, it would be easy for you. So guys, I hope you really did receive value for your time, and if you did, please do hit that like and subscribe button. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.